linking cost. Okay. So
Ma'am, recording.
yeah, it started. Okay, so this problem we have seen in the last class. Today we are going to see the problem with different linking cost. Okay. Okay guys, suppose we have a question like this. Write the spanning tree algorithm and find the span bridge using spanning tree algorithm for the extended LAN. Assume that LAN 3, 4 and 5 are gigabit Ethernet with the cost 15 and the rest are first Ethernet cost with cost of 19. The numerical values 1 and 2 indicate the port number for each bridge. So in the question itself we have to analyze it. First the question has been asked to solve the spanning tree algorithm with different cost with respect to the gigabit Ethernet cost and the first Ethernet cost. And for gigabit Ethernet cost, which is a higher speed than the first Ethernet cost, it is mentioned as 15, and for lower speed it is mentioned as 19. Okay. Then the question it says write the spanning tree algorithm. Suppose guys, if in the question itself it is mentioned that write the spanning tree algorithm, it carries some 2 to 3 marks. If you won't write that, you will lose this mark. So you have to write the spanning tree algorithm also. Then what is the next part? Find the span bridge using spanning tree algorithm for the extended LAN. Assume that LAN 3, 4 and 5 are gigabit Ethernet cost with 15. So first we have to find out how many LANs are there and how many bridges are there. How many LANs are there guys?
5 LAN, ma'am.
5 LAN. How many bridges are there?
7 bridge, ma'am.
7 bridge. Okay. So here first we have to identify which bridges are of gigabit Ethernet cost, and we have to mark that linking cost for them. So LAN 3, 4 and 5. Where is LAN 3? Here is LAN 3. It belongs to gigabit Ethernet cost. So it is 15. LAN 4 is also 15. Then LAN 5 is also 15. Rest are of first Ethernet cost with 19. So it is rest. Okay. Now we have to mark the linking cost for each LAN. What are the linking costs here? For LAN 3 it is 15. This will be 15. This is 15 and this is also 15. Then for LAN 5 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Okay, for gigabit Ethernet cost we have been marked here also 15, here also it is 15. Okay, so these are connected to station 1, station 2 and station 3. Then cost 19. So LAN 2 is associated with 19, 19, 19. Then this is also 19, LAN 1 19, 19. Okay, let's have a look. Is it done or any other link has been marked unattended? So we have marked the linking cost. So linking cost means you have to mark the LAN which is connected to the respective bridges. All should carry that linking cost. Okay. Then what is the step 1 for spanning tree algorithm? Step 1 is to find the root bridge. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So yes, among these available bridge, these are the bridge ID guys, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7. These are your bridge ID. In later example, I may show you that if this B1, B2, B3, these IDs are not mentioned and it is mentioned in different way, how to identify the bridge ID. That is also one type of case. Okay, but here in this case, as the subscripts are mentioned with the bridge, we have to mark these are the bridge ID. So among these 7 bridges, which should be the root bridge according to the spanning tree algorithm? Anybody can answer? Step 1 to find out the root bridge. So which is the bridge ID which carries the lowest bridge ID?
Bridge 1.
Yes. So here we may mark the root bridge as bridge 1. Okay. Then step 2. We should move for step 2. Step 2 is to find the root port. Root port for all the bridges with respect to root bridge. So better we should make a table. How many bridges are there? 7 bridges. So as per that we will make a table. So this is bridge 1, bridge 2, bridge 3, bridge 4, bridge 5, bridge 6, bridge 7. So bridge, and this is for port, respective port number we have to find out. So guys, here one thing I am missing, that this bridge 1 is root bridge. We no need to find the respective bridge ID to find out the root port. This is reserved, right? Bridge 1 is reserved. We have to find B2, B3 to B1, B4 to B1, and so on. Like that only we have to find out. Now we will find out B2 with respect to bridge 1. We have to find out the root port. Okay. So let's have a look through B2, B2 LAN 1. B21 LAN 1, we can move through this path, and another path is from this to this. So this is suppose path 1 and this is path 2. We have to calculate the cost. So guys, for some extent you have to write the formula like this. Okay, here I am writing. Suppose we are going to find out for B2, with respect to B2 we are going to find out B2 to B1. So what is the cost? B2 to 1 LAN 1, B2, okay, B2 1 LAN 1, again LAN 1 B11, LAN 1 B11. What is the cost? Later we will find out. Then second path, this is path 1, and second path is B2 to LAN 3, then LAN 3 to B32, then this one B31 LAN 2, then LAN 2 B12. Okay. Yeah, what is the cost at here? B21 LAN 1, B21 LAN 1 cost is 19. Then LAN 1 B11 cost is 19. It is 38. Second one, this is 15, 15, 15, 15, then 19, 19. Yeah, what is the cost? 30
68.
plus 38. 68. So this path is giving us the cost of 38, path 1, and path 2 is giving the cost of 68. Which one is the minimum cost or lowest cost? We have to mark that port as the root port.
38.
38. Yes. So here for B2, port 1 is the root port. We have to mark R with the labeling. So this is root port for B2. Similarly, with respect to B3, we have to find out B3. Let's have a look. What are the possible path? B2 is done. So B3 can proceed through this direction to here, and another one. Okay, to reach up to B1. So calculate the cost for two paths. So for B3, you have written for B2 and B1 root bridge up to this, you have to write elaborately. Later you can write manually also, guys. Okay, so for B3, what we can write? Path 1 is giving how much cost? Path 2 is giving how much cost? Tell me quickly. Path 1, 19 plus 19, right? Path 2 is 15 plus 15 plus 19 plus 19.
38 and 68, ma. 30 and 68. Yes, 38 and
38 and this is 30. This is 30 and this is 38. 68. How much it is?
68.
Okay. So what should be the root port for B3?
38 again.
Port 1. You have to say 38 port 1. Okay. So here we will mark B3 port 1 is the root port. Then for B4. Okay. For B4, what are the possible parts? Here to here. Then here in this way. It is path 2. You can go in this way also, guys. It is your choice. But anyway, we have to mark for two port. Either port 1 and port 2 is the root port from the calculation. So if you go for B4, what is that? How many paths are there for B4? B4, how many paths are there? Path 1 and path 2. What is the path 1 cost? 19 plus 19. And second path? 15, 15. Tell me, guys. 15 plus 15 plus 15, 15. This is 15. Then 15. 4 15s and 2 19s.
45 plus 38.
Yeah, what is the answer? First one is 38. Second one, 60 plus 38. 98. Path 2 98. Path 1 is 38. So what is the root port for bridge 4?
8
Obviously,
for fourth one.
port 1 is the root port. So here we will mark this is the root port. Okay. Then for bridge 5, how many possible paths are there? One path in this direction. Again, from bridge 1 itself, you can take this path. Again, from bridge 2, port 2, bridge 5, port 2, this is one path. Three paths are there for bridge 5. So, can anybody say? For bridge 5, path 1, path 2, path 3. What are the cost of it? Bridge 1, 15 plus 15, 30 plus 38, 68, right? Second one, 15 plus 15, again 30, 19 plus 19, 38. So it is 68. Then path 3, how much it is? 15 plus 15, again 30 plus 19 plus 19, 68. So now here we may get 3 equal cost. It means tie situation is there. If there is a tie situation, how to identify the root port? With the lowest bridge ID. With the lowest bridge ID. So which one is the lowest bridge ID? B51 or B52?
B51.
Yes. So here we may mark this is the root port. So 1. B5 also port 1 is the root port. Then B6. B6, what are the possible paths? This is one possible way and externally one possible way. So tell me the cost for B6. 15 plus 15 plus 15, 45 plus 38. How much it is?
83, ma'am.
83. So for bridge 6, path 1 cost is 83. Path 2, 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15, 60 plus 38, 98, right? So 83 is the minimum cost. So which one is the root port for bridge 6? Path 1 side or path 2 side? Obviously it is path
Part
1.
1 side.
Yes. So this is the root port. Then last, B7. So B7, two path again. This is one path and across outline one possible path. Or you may take internally also, guys. 1 minute. Path 2. Yeah, what is the B7 path 1? B7 path 1 cost? 15 plus 15, 30 plus 38. How much it is? 68. Then path 2, 15 plus 15 plus 15, 415. So it is 60 plus 38. What is the cost?
98.
98. So which will be our root port for B7? Port 1.
Port 1, 68.
Yes. Okay. So root port calculation is over. Up to this, any doubt? Up to this, any
No,
doubt?
ma'am.
Okay. Then we may move to second step. Guys, take a photo of this and in the next photo you guide me because I am writing in this next page only. The third step, step 3 is to find the designated bridge and designated port. Okay. So how we are finding this? With respect to the lands, with respect to the available land, we are finding the root bridge, sorry, designated bridge and designated port. So how many lands are there? Land 1, land 2, land 3, land 4 and last land 5. Right. Now with respect to this land, we have to find out the designated bridge and designated port. So we should move for the question. Let's have a look at here. This is land 1. Again here also we have to find out land 1 to bridge 1 with respect to the root bridge, and this is one possible path, and from land 1 to this side, this is second possible path. What is the cost? First one will become 19. Land 1 path 1 cost is 19. Path 2 cost. So guys, here just you just make it at least for one or two land you have to write like this. Land 1 B11. Okay. What is the cost? 19. Again for the second path it is land 1 B21. Then B22 land 3. Then land 3 B32. Then B31 LAN 2. Then LAN 2 B12. Like that you have to write. Okay. So calculate it and tell me quickly. So LAN 1 B21. Then LAN 1 B21. Then B22 LAN 3. B22 LAN 3. The next one. LAN 3 B32. L3 B32 plus B31 LAN 2. B31 LAN 2. Then B31 LAN 2. Then LAN 2 B12. Yeah, how much it is? Check the cost and tell me.
87, ma'am.
Huh? 87.
87. Yeah.
Okay. All are agreed with this because I have not seen this. Okay, let's check. 19, 15, 15, 30 and 3 90s are there. 57 and this is 30. 87. Okay, good. So which will be our designated bridge and port for LAN 1? B1
LAN 1 port 1. B1.
B1 port 1. Okay. Then similarly for LAN 2 we have to find out. Okay, LAN 2, who will say for LAN 2? So we have to mark this, right? Bridge 1, port 1 is the designated bridge. Okay. Then for bridge 2, LAN 2 we have to find, right? So LAN 2, what are the possible path? Here one possible path and the second direction is this one possible path. Again LAN 2.
The same one, the same with LAN 1.
LAN 2, bridge 1, 2, right?
Yeah.
19. And here it is 19 plus 15 plus 15 plus 19 plus 19. So what is the cost at here?
87.
87. So for LAN 2, which one is the designated bridge and port?
Bridge
one
1.
is the bridge 1 is the designated bridge and port 2 is the designated port. Okay. Then LAN 3. LAN 3 you calculate and tell me quickly. We have to write for LAN 3. Okay. This is the designated bridge and port for LAN 2. Okay. I'll write better here. Then for LAN 3, this is one possible path and here it is one possible path. It is 15 plus 19 plus 19. 38 plus 15 how much?
53, ma'am.
53. Then this part 15 plus 19 plus 19. Again it is
53.
53. Now tie situation is there. So which one is our designated base and designated port for LAN 3? LAN 3 B2 is there. Here B3 is there. Obviously B2 is lowest ID than the B3. So B2 will be there. But port number?
Port number 2.
2. Port number is 2. So this is the designated bridge. Okay. Then for I have to mark this. LAN 3 it is B2 2. Then for LAN 4, this is one possible path and LAN 4, right? So you may take 3 different paths. This is one possible path, and externally also one possible path. So which one will be the lowest one? 15 plus 19 plus 19. How much it is? 53. This path, second path, 15 plus 15 plus 15, 45 plus 38. How much it is?
83.
45 plus 38, 83. Then third path, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 75 plus 38. How much it is?
113, ma'am.
Okay. So we got 53, we got 83 and 113. Which one is giving rise to us the lowest cost for line 4? Path 1.
53, yeah.
So which will be the designated port? B4 is the designated bridge. What port number?
2.
2. Port number is 2. So here I will mark, this is the designated bridge. B4, 2. Last one, line 5. Line 5, see how many possible ways. You can take 2 possible ways.
2 or 3.
Okay, 2 ports are there, na? Better you take 2 only. Let's see. One is this 2 side and another is this 2 side. B6 side and B7 side. 2 only we will take, okay? Because 2 bridges are associated with this, right? In line 4,
Yeah,
3
yeah.
bridges are associated. So that we have taken 3 possible ways. So first path through B6, you may take this path, and B7 you may go entirely outskirt. Yeah, calculate the path. 15 plus 15 plus 15, 45 plus 38. How much?
83.
So for this path is 83, and this path 15 plus 15 plus 15, 45 plus again 38, 83.
This same.
Yeah, now tie situation is there. Okay, so which one is the lowest ID? We have to select that path. So B6 and B7, 2 bridges are there. Which one is the lowest? B6 is the lowest.
B6.
So that we have to mark B6 port 2 as the designated bridge and designated port. Okay guys, now you can see in this figure itself we have marked the respective route port and the designated port for all the bridges. Okay, now the last step we are proceeding. What is the last? Okay, line 5 we have not marked. B6 port 2. Then the last step, step 4. What is step 4? Step 4 is to find the block ports. Now we will check from the figure itself. Okay, so if you see from the table itself you can check, and from the figure itself you can check. You can refer your previously bridge and port table and your LAN and designated bridge port table. Okay, so already we have marked in the figure itself. So now we will find out. For bridge 1, 2 ports are reserved. For bridge 2, route port designated port. For bridge 3, port 1 is route port, but port 2 is empty. It is not associated with any route port or designated port. So we have to mark as the block port. Okay, so let's have a look. B3 port 2 is the block port. Okay, then next one, B4 we will check. In B4, Port 1 is root port, port 2 is designated port. So there is no block port. For bridge 5, bridge 1 is root port, but port 2 is not marked for any type of port. So it is the block port for your spanning tree for this question. So B5, port 2. Then B6 and B7 we have to analyze. B6, port 1 root port, port 2 designated port. There is no block port. B7, just have a look guys. Whether B7, which port we have to mark? We didn't mark for B7 root port. Yeah, we didn't mark this port 1 is the root port, right? B7. Huh? Now port 2 is empty. It is not associated with, or it has not taken part for root port and designated port involvement. So B7 port 2 is also the block port. See, I left that marking for B7, but from the table I can easily check that okay, root port was there, but I didn't mark. So that's why I'm telling guys, you have to check your table also. Okay, don't refer your figure. Sometimes you might have marked wrong. So if you check simultaneously your table and figure, you can easily get your occupied port with unoccupied port, which is your block port. Okay, so these are the block ports. So if you want to transmit your packet or frames from one station to another station, you have to avoid transmitting through this block ports. These are the block ports. You have to refer the forwarding path only. That's all. Any doubt regarding this question?
Ma'am, is this step enough for writing algorithm, or we have to write another algorithm for this?
No, spanning tree algorithm, it has been asked in the question, right? As per the
Yes,
question,
ma'am.
spanning tree algorithm has been asked. So this belongs to spanning tree algorithm only. You have to follow the steps of the spanning tree algorithm. Okay. Suppose in the question,
Okay.
spanning tree algorithm has not at all asked. Directly question has given, find the spanned bridge. Spanned bridge means spanning tree only. Okay. And if this question mentioning that using spanning tree algorithm, you have to apply your algorithm. You no need to write the algorithm. Okay. Like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 we have proceed, no? Like that only you have to also
Yeah.
proceed. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the next question I'm going to show you guys. See, this is a question where different lands are there and bridge numbers are not mentioned in this land or in this question. But how to identify the bridge number, that is the question mark. If you see in spite of B1, B2 and B3, the priorities are mentioned and the MAC addresses are mentioned. Here in this question it has written that for the given below network, write the relevant algorithm and find the root switch, root port. Root switch is nothing but your root bridge only guys, designated port and blocking ports. Assume that LAN A, F, L are with cost 8 and remaining LANs with cost 10. So from this question itself we can see that we have to solve this question with spanning tree algorithm. Here it has not mentioned which algorithm you have to use, but from the question you have to guess that okay, this belongs to spanning tree algorithm because it has asked to find root switch, root port, designated port and blocking ports. Okay, this belongs to the steps of spanning tree algorithm. And one more hint, LAN AFL are with cost 8. It means this is the gigabit cost. And LAN with cost 10 is fast Ethernet cost. Okay. Then assume that workstation S is connected to LAN A, workstation S is connected to LAN A, and workstation R is connected to LAN D. And sketch the single route for the loop free topology and calculate its path cost. It means from S to R it has to make a path, either this way, whatever the way, we don't know. We don't know which path to prefer for reaching S to R. So it has been asked, sketch the single route for the loop free topology. Which loop will give you, or which path will give you loop free? There should not be any loop like this. Okay, you have to remember this thing. It should not go for any looping kind of thing. It should follow only a single path like we have seen in the spanning tree. spanning tree, another name for this is loop free algorithm. Okay, that also you have to remember. Now in the question you may see that how to find out the bridge ID, that is the question mark. The identification of first one, the numbers, these are available in the hexadecimal number. 32786 are assigned for all the bridges. How many bridges are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bridges. How many lanes are there? Who will say how many lanes are there? Lane A, B, C, D. D is 4, right? 5. Then calculate guys. Lane E, then F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M up to M. What is the M position? Letter M. Yes. M position. How many lanes are there? 11. Is it correct? $11 or 13?
13, ma'am.
Yes,
13
13.
lanes are there. 13 lanes. Okay. So you have to first identify all these things. And how many bridges are there? 6 bridges, right? So how to first identify the bridge ID? Which one is your first bridge? Here it has mentioned in terms of switch. Switch and bridge both are similar. So 32786, 32786. But how to identify which one is the bridge one? If you check the priority with A00, it is in hexadecimal number. Then B900, then F00, randomly I am writing. Okay. Then E000, then C900, then D000. Yeah, among this, which one is the lowest one? A, B, C, D, E, F. Which one? Starting A is the lowest
Yes.
one. After that, A is accompanied with 0. So A00 is the bridge one for you. For your convenience, for simplicity, you may mark this A00 as bridge 1, B900 as bridge 2. But I am not saying that it is compulsory, guys. If you are convenient, you can mark bridge 1, bridge 2, or without marking that also. If you are able to solve, you can go for that. Okay. Similar way, you have to find the leveling of the bridge. Then you may proceed and you may follow the spanning tree algorithm. This is one type of example. Another type is that, now look at this question, guys. Same question but with little bit twisted data. How do you identify your root bridge from this given question? Because here the priority bridge number is not similar. It is 32786, 32785 starting from, then 787, 32789, then 32784 is also there, and 32786 are there. And what are the priority associated with that? One is 32786, 784 is D000, and 32785 is B900, then 86 is A123, and another one is E000, 87 is F123, 78, 32788. Where is that? 788 is not there. 89 is there. 32789. Okay. It is associated with C900. Which one is your root bridge from this data? This is your bridge ID, right? 32786, 32784, 785, 787, 789. Which is your lowest bridge ID? That will be your root bridge. So which is your lowest bridge ID?
784, ma'am.
Any other answer? Any other answer with justification? Or you are agreed with Liben? This type of question I have given in your DA, guys. You just check that. DA question have you seen? I have updated the question. You just go through that. DA question is uploaded with the updated data. You just go through that.
In Teams, ma'am.
No. In your BTOP. That is okay. Official, na? I have to upload the question in BTOP only, guys. In team means if the file is bulk, I cannot upload in BTOP, then only I can upload the data in your team. Okay. So from this, any idea how to identify the root bridge? Be quick, guys. We are running behind the time. Quick. How to identify? If you see this number, this carries D 32784, but if you see 32786, it carries the lowest hexadecimal number. So which one should be the your bridge ID according to the definition of your spanning tree? In previous case, all the priorities are similar. From that, you can say that A000 is the bridge ID. But here it is different. No, how to identify that? Okay, solve it in DA and send. I will not tell. Okay, anyway, next question, next hint. This is also part of your DA question only, guys. So here, see, same situation. Determine the spanning tree for the bridge LAN shown below. Assume that LAN 135 are gigabit Ethernet cost with 15. LAN 1, 15, 3, 5. 3 is 15. And 5 is also 15. You have to mark the linking cost with respect to this LAN 135. Remaining are 19. It means 2, 4, 7, 8 are your fast Ethernet cost. Okay. Then note 1, MAC address is represented in hexadecimal form. And here port numbers are labeled as 1, 2, 3 like that. Numerical numbers are your port numbers, not your linking cost. Linking cost is your this one. Fast Ethernet cost and gigabit Ethernet cost. Here MAC address is represented in hexadecimal form. Okay. Priority plus MAC address, and for priority and gigabit Ethernet and fast Ethernet are assigned as 64 and 128 respectively. How to identify which one is the root bridge from the question? Is this clearly visible, right? So what are the ID number, guys? You have to first write that 32785. 32785, 32786. Any other number is there? These two numbers are there. Okay, these two will play the game now. What are the addresses associated with 5 and 6? Yes, be quick.
A3P0.
Ma'am, also 32785 is also there, ma'am.
785 is there, no? 786 is there. Whether 787 or 789 is there? No. I'm just writing what are the addresses associated with 86. A000, then A900, then C900, then F900, then that's all, na? Okay, then we have to move for 32785 case. This is B900, then A800, then AB00, one more, AB00. Okay, fine. How many switches are there? 8 switches. 7 switches are there.
AB00 is 327,865, ma'am. 865, sir. AB00.
Yeah, priority is 865.
This one 327865.
Priority is 327865.
Okay, one more number is there, that is AB00. 327865. Okay, so 3 different priorities are there. Okay, yeah. How to identify the root bridge? MAC address is represented in hexadecimal form. So guys, some hints are also given. Priority for
I
gigabit
guess,
Ethernet
ma'am,
port.
8786 with A00 is the root
Yes,
bridge.
yes. A000 is the root bridge. Okay. Next class, you have to justify this. Liben, how it is? Just give one line answer. It is correct only. A000.
I guess because we have to compare the last digit with this code that given. MAC address
Hexadecimal
with MAC
number.
address.
Irrespective
Yeah.
of 32784, 785, 786 or any number, we have to compare because it has clearly mentioned that MAC address is represented in hexadecimal form. So we have to compare the hexadecimal data. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the root bridge. In this way you have to find out the other parameters. Okay. That's all for today's class, guys.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Guys, for today's class attendance, you type